I guess first things first, knowing there's some clarity here that you got your coach back next year, what does that mean to you know that Shane's going to be with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I was hoping that that was going to be the case because, there's ups and downs in football, and this is his second year, so he has development that he's going through himself, and I do think he's doing all of the right things. I had one season where I actually made it to the playoffs, and like I see similarities in that year in what Shane is doing now. So like I wanted to see him come back. It's just like in this league, it's hard to win, and we fell short this year.
What kind of things would you like to see them do this offseason to like make the difference to get back into the postseason?
Yeah, I think as players, I think we just need to get together and do, just try to get together as much as possible, whether we're working out or just being around one another and just be team central. Just bring everybody closer.
What do you see from the quarterback growth in year three from AR?
Yeah. I think with time he's just going to get like more comfortable and he's going to see more things. It's just like with any quarterback, like a quarterback from year one is a drastically different quarterback from year 17. Like just like Joe didn't come in the league the same way that like he sees things now, because that just comes with experience.
Are you confident with where this organization is trending, this group of guys, to turn this around?
Yeah, I know that people don't want to hear that, but I am, like it's like a process. Like it's not going to be an overnight thing. We have a very young quarterback. We have a very young team, and obviously we all want to win now, and like we really wish that we were playing still, but. There's a lot of things that we could do better. There's a lot of things that I could have done differently, that could have put us maybe like in a better position. So we all have to own up to our individual things that we did this year.
Where's your back injury now?
I actually get to find out today. So I got a scan coming up.
So is it? I guess the scan is to figure out if it's gotten worse.
No, it's. Because when I first had it happen, they said that it's almost certainly going to get worse, like not better. It's all about as long as I could make it happen for, and like I did finish, I was hoping that we would be playing longer than this, but I get to figure out at 1 o'clock today. So
is surgery a possibility now?
It definitely is, and that's what the scan's going to tell us.
Did you put off scans because you didn't want to know?
Well, there's so much radiation and like with the scans too. So we were doing it every 4 weeks, but then I just got to a point I'm like, I don't really care what the scan says. Like I'm going to play either way. So just save myself some radiation shots.
Did the initial one show like disc problems or what did it?
No, I guess it doesn't matter now, but I actually had a little back fracture, so that's all it was. It's like just a little thing like in there. So just having to manage that. The training staff was great with helping me do that, and credit to them for really helping me like get through this year.
So you had a broken back.
When you say it like that, it makes it sound like I was like. It's just something that you go through, like I think it was Van Ginkel said that everybody wants wants to be a dog, until it's time to do dog stuff. So that's just what you have to do for the guys, because this isn't a fair weather sport, guys like Quentin, Jonathan Taylor, D-Buck, they deserve my best even when maybe I don't feel up to it and stuff like that. And also it's like a privilege to play in this league, and I don't take any game lightly. I'm out there because it's just such a privilege, and I take every game serious, and football is really my life, and I would really do anything to play in each and every game.
With that mentality that you have, what's your challenge to the rest of this offense going into the offseason?
I just say do whatever you can to be better next year. And for me, my numbers were obviously down, and that's frustrating, to me, because everybody's they're looking at me, they're like, why are you not playing good? I'm like, I'm trying. But So just whatever you got to do to get better. And for me, that's to heal up and when I am ready to start training, just hit it hard and focus on the things that I'm lacking. So
Let's do a couple more. When did the back injury happen? Do you know?
I started feeling it at the joint practice at the end of the Cardinals week, and then we got a scan week 3 that was really telling. That basically told us what was going on.
AD was really down about the year he's had, but said he realized he needs to work on being a professional. What kind of advice can you give him going into this offseason?
Yeah, I mean, this being the longest year of his life, I bet that he's feeling a lot of pressure from going from being the star at Texas to obviously being in the NFL, and things just didn't perhaps go his way. But I will say one thing about him: he is one of the most talented guys that I've ever been close to, and I think that he's going to figure it out. And when he does, people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, this is just like he's the best receiver that I've ever seen." So just the way that he gets open. And he's just learning too. It's real tough because in the offense that we ran this year, there were sometimes it was feast and famine. Sometimes we were passing the ball. Sometimes it was, hey, we're going to run the ball 10 straight times, and we may pass it maybe only 11, 12 times that game. So just being able to deal with that emotionally is probably the things that are going to help him reach his next level.
What's the next last one here? Just getting, more continuity when it comes to quarterback play?
Yeah, I think it's all just time. We just all got to put in as much effort as we can, and it's not always going to be pretty. And when it's not, we just got to work harder. So I think that's really just what it comes down to.
JT, just with the knowledge that both Chris and Shane are coming back, how does that impact going into the offseason, potentially either give you a peace of mind or maybe give you a clear expectation going into 2025?
We just know we got to build on, what we had this year, and we know that we kind of already know the standards, kind of how they operate. So we just got to be prepared to come back and go to work. What do you think you guys need to do to get over the hump? I just think we need to go and do a little bit more. Just like those teams that get in, some way, somehow they find a way to make those critical plays. So we got to find a way to make them.
I think you finished 4th in the league in rushing. What did it mean to you to end up with numbers that big?
Those guys up front, they do a lot of the heavy lifting. I'm just passing by. I'm like a ship in the night. So shout out to the guys up front, the tight ends, the receivers. That's what really makes this thing go.
JT, do you have a sense of how the downfield passing attack maybe helped lighten up some boxes and give you more opportunities to break those explosive runs this year?
For sure, that's always going to help. Anytime, defenders have to play back, make sure they're staying on top, that's always going to be beneficial for the backfield.
It's when you saw 2 high safeties and, were you starting to think okay, this is a really good opportunity to eat this game?
I'm always thinking that every single game. So it's really just depending on what the defense gives.
Do you feel like the ankle is behind you now?
Which
the high ankle sprain?
Yeah. That shit should be.
JT, how close do you feel you guys are to possibly getting this thing in the right direction, get into the postseason soon?
For the past few years, we've been close, but what is it? The saying, close but no cigar. At some point, you got to find a way to just kick that wall down. You got to bust the doors down, and you got to break through.
Do you have confidence in where this organization is trending, this group of guys?
I was going to say, definitely. With the group of guys, I've always trusted my guys.
John, how do you feel workload-wise? I think you were over 21 carries in the last month of the season. Physically, how are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling okay. It's just that's what it takes. December football, January football, that's what it's going to take. That's what it's hard sledding, it's tough sledding. Those are the games you remember.
I know you talk about the O-line and you want to give them credit, but come on. You had the fact you dealt with the injuries this year, you had an incredible season. Why was it so important for you to be so productive here for this team, help this team out, and run the way you ran this year?
Really just wanted to be efficient. I'm a guy that I know they lean on me in certain times, so I just want to make sure any and every time they do that I'm able to execute at a high level.
JT, I know that you go into the offseason with very specific goals, things you want to build on. What are those things going into this year that you want to do to come back even better?
I haven't made that plan yet.
They leaned on you very heavily from a snap count. You've been playing almost every. Would you like to have a few more blows during the game?
Oh, that doesn't matter to me. As long as we get a win. If I don't have a blow and we win, then that's a perfect day in my book.
When you think of your rookie season, what initially comes to mind?
Adversity. not living up to, my own personal expectations. Don't really care about other people's expectations. Just being more of a professional.
How would you describe, like, what are your personal expectations?
Just being the best me I can be. Just keep that all in right there.
You mentioned being more professional. What does that mean? I know transition obviously from NFL to college.
Shoot. It was just a lot of new things. In college I was a vet. Up here I'm a rookie. So a lot of different things I had to learn. Just learning how to be a professional. Never been a professional before. This is my first year, so second year will be a whole lot better for me personally.
With that in mind, what's your mentality heading into the offseason?
I'm gonna definitely get a quick reset. I'm gonna be a couch potato for about, I don't know, but once I kind of get back up and get on my feet again, I'm just working, man. Same as last time. This position is all about confidence, and ain't nobody taking that away from me no time soon. So, it'll be a lot different from, this year for sure.
I imagine, it is your first NFL offseason. Last year you're training for combine and all of that stuff. So do you have a sense for, like, what you want it to look like? Do you have, like, any plans to train anywhere?
Dog. No clue. I know I'm going to be working, though. I have no clue what it'll look like. Cause, huh? Oh, yeah, for sure. Everybody pretty much said they start around February, so, they get a reset, just get away from this life, in which, for me, this year started way back in, like, July last year. So, I'm ready to sit down, kick my feet up, and just enjoy, my peace, really. I ain't had that in a minute, so I definitely want to get back to it.
How did the season maybe test just the mental side of things?
It was just a lot of ups and downs. It could have went different in, a lot of different occasions. But, it just goes to show just how life is, how unfair it is sometimes. And, at the end of the day, it's all going to be on me. It always has been. It always will be. So, just looking forward to coming back.
When you are in the middle of those ups and downs, how do you deal with those? Like, what would you lean on, I guess, to deal with all that?
First one that come to mind is my receiver coach, and just my family. Just all the people that mentored me years prior to me being here. All the people that I made it here with, and not really too many new additions. So, just leaning on those same people that got me here. Only new addition is Reg, for sure.
Your relationship with Reggie, how important was he to your development this year, and how do you describe your season with Reg?
Definitely very important. This is my fourth receiver coach in 4 years, so I definitely enjoyed this year, and took a lot of great things away from him, a lot of great lessons to learn, and hope for more.
The other receivers in the room, how did they maybe impact you or help you through it? A couple of them have had rookie seasons that didn't go the way they wanted it to also. Did you lean on them some along the way?
For sure. I feel like we all just helped each other, kind of in a sense. I feel like our receiver room's pretty close, so, I feel like we all just kind of helped each other. I feel like I benefited more just because I'm the youngest, but we all leaned on each other.
Beyond just kind of weighing your options, what are you kind of weighing? Like, what specifically are you trying to figure out?
Just best situation for me personally. I would say just winning. We've won here, but so I just we're like we've kind of been in the same position for a while. So I would just say just taking the next step forward and different things like that. I mean, not saying that we can't do that here, but like I'm 31 now, like I'm older. So just being an older veteran, things like that, just weighing different things like that, I would
Just
say.
the desire to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been 4 years since we've been in the playoffs and things like that. So just trying to hit that next step in my career.
Well, how would you guys sum up your time with the Colts?
I would say it's just been up and down. Me personally, I think these last 2 years probably been my best years as a player-wise. I mean, I haven't got the ball as much as far as the receiving aspect, but just my overall play, just my total complete game, I think has probably been 2 of my most complete seasons. I would say blocking. The last few years blocking has probably been the best of my career, I would say. So, but just overall, it's just been up and down because as for me, I would just say for the success factor, we haven't got to where we want to be. We haven't reached our goals and things like that. So that's why I would say it's been up and down.
What do you think? What do you think has been missing from you from the winning here?
I would just say finishing in big moments, the games that matter and things like that. I mean, we've won a bunch of games, but I think in our time here, we haven't won the games that mattered when we needed to win. We Jacksonville, we lost Week 18. We lost the Vegas game. This year, we lost the Giants game. Last year, we lost the Houston game. So I would just say, like, we haven't been able to finish in the big moments.
What does 8 wins this year, all by 1 score, tell you? Is that a good thing or maybe not a good thing?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's hard to win in this league, period. So 8 wins is 8 wins. Like, you take the wins how you get them at the end of the day. So, I mean, we're 2 games away from being in the playoffs, I would say. So, I mean, like I said, 8 wins is 8 wins.
Is consistency at quarterback something you'll weigh into your decision?
Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, we're dealing with a young quarterback, so it wasn't like –
I mean, just over your entire time.
Oh, my entire time? Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you always – but consistency is definitely a key, but we've had good quarterbacks here. It's not like it's been bad quarterback play overall. It's just a lot of turnover, but we've had some good players at the position. So, but definitely, you definitely want some stability at that position, regardless of wherever you go, different things like that, because that's like the foundation of your team. That's the guy everyone looks to and different things like that. So I would say so.
Mo, you mentioned your desire to win, also your openness to coming back. What would you need to hear from this organization to convince you to come back and that you can win with this organization?
I don't really know how to answer that because I would definitely love to be back. Like, I love it here. I've been here my whole career. So, they always say the grass isn't always greener. So you could go out there and try to find something else, but it might not be what you're looking for. So you kind of know what to expect here, but also just the commitment to being great, everyone being bought in and different things like that. At times, I think we've kind of wavered from that. And it's not just one thing that's led to that. It's just like, I say, we could have got complacent and different things like that, got comfortable, whereas there wasn't no room to get comfortable and different things like that. So I would say you wouldn't take much to try to bring me back because I know coaches made my role very clear and things like that, so I know what to expect if I come back and what they're going to ask me to do at different things like that. But you just want to just see that commitment to winning, everyone being bought in, no one above the team. Like, at the end of the day, we're a unit. We win as a team, we lose as a team. So don't point fingers and different things like that. So we just have to be able to do this together, and I would definitely love to be a part of it.